covering Tucson and all of southern Arizona. This is KGUN9 on your side at 10.
I can't imagine a better way to spend my summer. Win or lose, I can't lose.
The numbers are adding up for an 18-year-old U of A freshman, but will it be enough to launch a career in politics? Good evening, I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm Guy Atchley. He's only 18, but Chris Campas would like to change the world through politics, and tonight only a few votes are separating him from his dream. Dan Spindle has a politician story still in its infancy. Dan?
Well, Guy, back in 2000, it was obvious just how important each and every vote was in deciding who would win any particular political race. But this month, the scene was repeated on a smaller scale down in Sierra Vista, where one candidate hopes to alter the image of the stereotypical politician. Labeling Chris Campas an overachiever may be an understatement for this underclassman.
When you do that and when you have that mentality, doors open just left and right. And you have the freedom to choose what you want to do and to be as active in the areas you choose to be as possible.
This recent Buena High School graduate has his eye on a seat on the Sierra Vista City Council. In this month's election, Chris landed more than 3,000 votes to bring him within just 4 votes of the nearest competitor, which requires a recount by hand. But his bid for local political prominence is just the latest addition to a long string of achievements. He was active in clubs and student government in high school, named vice chair of the Governor's Youth Commission. He managed voting precincts and was named Arizona's Young Democrat of the Year.
And if there's anything that I hope to bring to the city council is that sense of investment in tomorrow, investment so that my kids and grandkids can inherit the same community that I had the great privilege to grow up in.
So what does the public think about this coming-of-age public servant?
I think if he's capable of taking, initiative and getting things done, then let him go about it.
I think it's great. It's a great opportunity for our town to grow.
Even the man 4 votes away from losing to this guy has nothing but positive things to say about this political prodigy.
Mature beyond his years, and I think whatever he sets his mind to, he's going to do well at. And I think he's going to be a factor in politics for quite some time to come. Now, to give you an idea of just how young Chris really is, the city of Sierra Vista had to redraft the forms for him to formally declare his candidacy last spring. He didn't turn 18 until July 13th. Now, if Chris Campas wins the city council seat, he would become the youngest current elected official in the United States.
When do we find out?
This Friday, 8:30 in Bisbee, that's when the recount will take place by hand. Chris says he'll be there to hear the good news, and he says it's all good news. Like he said, win or lose, he feels like the experience was worth the effort either way.
He's somebody to watch.
That's for sure.
The recount is over in Sierra Vista. Bob Blanchard has won a seat on the city council, but even he was amazed by his challenger, 18-year-old Chris Campas, who came within 6 votes of winning his first political race. So close, and yet so far. Your reaction?
Well, it's interesting. I got about 3,000 people who supported me, and that just was incredible to me. And for it to come down to 6 points, or 6 votes, I think is just a lesson in democracy, how important every voice really is and every vote.
What did you learn from this foray into politics?
There's just so much possibility that opens up when you get active in things. And I think that was probably the most enlightening thing of the last summer.
What about the future? More politics?
I have no idea. I don't know. I imagine I'll end up in politics. That is not the ambition that I have. I'd prefer to serve. I want to go in the Peace Corps. At this point, the Peace Corps, I think, is my only ambition. As long as I get to do that, I really am not concerned with much else. I think when I hit certain points in my life, then my vision will be extended in certain places. But until then, I'm just happy with the here and now.
For Chris Campas, the here and now includes classes at the U of A. And Jennifer, I know I'm getting old when the politician that I'm interviewing says he grew up watching me on TV.
It's gotta be a strange feeling, huh? Well, congratulations to him. Like he said, a lesson in democracy.